Hey, this is TJ Jones, the host of the State of the Saints podcast, and I want to take a minute to tell you about POW Audio. Now, POW Audio is going to change your listening experience. You're probably asking yourself, TJ, how is POW Audio going to change my listening experience? Because POW Audio has a revolutionary design, delivers a crystal clear and powerful sound in a collapsible Bluetooth speaker. That's right, collapsible Bluetooth speaker, and is designed for ultimate portability. So check out facebook.com, search POW Audio, or on their website, powaudio.com. That's POW audio.com.
One more time.
Hey, what's going on, Who Dat Nation? It is yours truly, TJ Jones, the host of the State of the Saints podcast. Welcome to the State of the Saints podcast pregame show right here on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Thank you so much for your time. I know everyone in the Who Dat Nation is fired up for the Saints Week 5 matchup versus the Los Angeles Chargers and an empty Mercedes-Benz Superdome. It is what it is. But it is still Saints game day, so I know a lot of people have been anticipating it. The Saints on primetime once again. What is this, like the fourth time that the Saints have been in a high-profile game this season? So this is a team right now, man. The Saints are definitely a primetime team, no doubt about it. It has a lot to do with the legend of Drew Brees. Drew Brees going up against the team that drafted him, man. Even though the Chargers are now in Los Angeles, they still are the Chargers. And this organization was the one back in 2001, drafted Drew Brees as the first pick in the second round, man. So Drew Brees always comes to play every time he plays the Chargers, because a little bit of backstory for those that probably don't know, Drew Brees was drafted in 2001. Marty Schottenheimer was the coach at the time. And nobody really believed in Drew Brees. All they looked at him as being a 6 foot, 200-pound quarterback, very limited skills, to say the least. So they decided to go and draft out of NC State, Phillip Rivers. And there was this whole quarterback battle. But unlike some quarterback battles that you see in the past, this one had a way of kind of working itself out. We know about Drew Brees, messing up his rotator cuff, him being signed by the Saints, and Phillip Rivers putting up major numbers throughout his career in San Diego. But Drew Brees always comes to play the former team, because I know in the back of his mind, he is a competitor, and this is the team that didn't believe that he had what it took to lead the franchise. But, I mean, you look at it, man, right? Drew Brees is a Super Bowl champion, and Phillip Rivers is not, okay? So they are playing tonight. This is going to be a very interesting game. The Los Angeles Chargers are led by Justin Herbert, man, the rookie out of Oregon. I watched this guy for years. Justin Herbert is an incredible talent. I was very, very nervous. I really thought that the Carolina Panthers was going to get him because there was a lot of mock drafts saying that Justin Herbert was going to come to Carolina, and we were going to have to face him twice a year, and I didn't want that smoke, okay? Justin Herbert has a lot of talent, man, a lot of talent, not just arm talent. But he has, like, very instinctive skills, man. Like, this guy can scramble, which a lot of people don't give him credit for. If you watch that Rose Bowl game when he went up against Wisconsin, man, you know what I'm talking about. I mean, he was out there wheeling and dealing. And this is a guy right now who was thrown into the lineup and gave the Kansas City Chiefs a run for their money, and he gave Tom Brady and Tampa Bay Buccaneers a run for their money. The Saints better be focused on Justin Herbert, okay? They better, the Los Angeles Chargers better have the Saints' undivided attention. This can be a letdown game. This can be one of those games where we're just looking around like, man, we wish we would have won that one. We wish we would have got this game. But I think the Saints are going to be focused. They understand the task at hand here. You got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who are 3-2. You got the Carolina Panthers that are 3-2. And right now the Saints are sitting at 2-2. So this division is wide open, and they cannot afford any type of slip-ups going on right now, okay? One slip up and you find yourself around there with the with the Atlanta Falcons. But anyway, I think the Saints are going to be ready for this game. What I'm looking for. What am I looking for? What am I looking for, Who Dat Nation? I'm looking for the Saints to run the football. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the Saints to run the football. I'm looking for that recipe, okay? The Saints are a really good run team, all right? I've been saying this for weeks. The Saints have transitioned from a pass team to a run team. This team right here has a really solid rushing attack, and if the Saints can just run the football, run the freaking football, okay? If they run the football, they will be successful in this game. If they want to go out there and want to throw the ball all over the place because it's Monday Night Football, it's prime time. We know Sean Payton, we love him, but he loves the grandstand. He likes to show the world how much of a genius he is. He likes to let everybody know that the New Orleans Saints are still a high-powered offense. Bump all that, okay? I don't care about throwing the ball all over the place. I don't care about any of that stuff. I care about results. We need a victory, okay? We need a victory so we can stay on pace with Tampa and Carolina. So we don't need to be out here grandstanding. The message is very, very simple. Run the football, okay? Throw the football, you know what I'm saying? Set up the play action, you know what I'm saying? Try to get the ball down the field. Don't be trying to nickel and dime and penny and quarter down the field, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't do that, okay? Don't play into the hands of Anthony Lynn and the Los Angeles Chargers because trust and believe, they're betting that the Saints are going to be throwing the ball all over the place. They're not expecting the Saints to be running the football like they did last week, running it 42 times. I'm pretty sure Anthony Lynn is looking at that like it's an anomaly. It's not going to happen, man. This is a pass team. So the Saints need to stay focused in this game. The Los Angeles Chargers, they have some very great talent on this team. They got Mike Williams, the wide receiver. We all know about the most underrated wide receiver in the NFL, and Keenan Allen. This guy's a bona fide certified beast. And if he played for the Cowboys or he played for the Packers or he played for the Steelers, this guy would be a household name. But he has been putting up solid numbers throughout his entire career. And we all know that the secondary of the New Orleans Saints are susceptible of giving up big plays. Let's switch to the defense. I expect for them to get pressure on Justin Herbert, okay? Make him kind of, you know what I'm saying, move around in the pocket, even though, like I said, he has the ability to scramble, but make him second-guess himself, okay? You know what I'm saying? Throw some things at him that he's not used to seeing. You know what I'm saying? Like, dress some things up, disguise some defenses so he won't be prepared. I am also looking for the Saints to run some zone and cover two. All right, look here, man. Let's just go ahead and call a spade here. The Saints suck when it comes to man coverage, right? They just do. This is not a man coverage team. As much as they want to be, I understand they got Janoris Jenkins and Marshawn Lattimore, but look, you need to play cover two. You need to play a little bit of zone. You know what I'm saying? Like, have your safeties over the top. I feel like last week when I seen them play against the Detroit Lions, the Saints secondary was always around the football. There were several interceptions that could have been caught in that game. So let's do some zone. Let's do some cover two, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's not play into this whole man coverage game like we about to shut down the field. Bump all that, all right? Like, play some zone, play some cover two, and also with the front four, let's try to get some pressure. Let's try to get some pressure on this young kid, man. Let's try to make sure that we make him uneasy throughout the game, all right? Let's make sure we do that. We need the linebackers to be tackling solid in this game. You know, there was a lot of plays that I felt like last time the Saints won Monday Night Football, I mean, they should have, you know what I'm saying, burnt that tape, okay? I mean, the tackling was absolutely horrible. The technique was horrible. So we need the linebackers to come back and make sure that they're doing some solid tackling in this game. As far as the wide receivers of the New Orleans Saints, I expect Tre'Quan Smith to go out there and replicate what he did last week, okay? This was a step in the right direction for Tre'Quan Smith, but I need to see this more frequently, okay? We're letting him off the hook right now. We're singing his praises, but I need to see consistency from Tre'Quan Smith. We know he has the skills. We know he has the ability. We know he makes the tough catches, but we need to see it consistently. We don't need him to become a ghost and we don't see him anymore, especially since we know now that Michael Thomas is not playing in this game due to disciplinary actions. Let's make sure that Tre'Quan Smith steps it up. And I want to see from week to week, has the chemistry between Emmanuel Sanders and Drew Brees taken itself to the next level. Okay, that's what I want. And I also want to see some packages for Adam Troutman. You know what I'm saying? I want to see Adam Troutman get involved in this game, even if it's just a couple passes thrown his way. I think this kid has a lot of talent, and I feel like it's sad that the Saints aren't using this guy on the field. I don't know what it is. I don't know if they don't have the patience. I don't know if he's not getting it between the ears. I fail to believe that. But I feel like Adam Troutman, getting this guy involved, maybe on the goal line, let's build this guy's confidence. So if he goes out there, catch a couple passes, man, from week to week, he can grow into that tight end that we know that he can be. If the Saints follow this recipe, I can see them being victorious in this game. Now, this game is going to be a pretty close game, okay? I have a lot of respect for the Los Angeles Chargers. They're a tough team. They're not afraid to go toe-to-toe. They're not afraid of anybody. Like I said, the Kansas City Chiefs, world champions, they gave them a run for their money. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers gave them a run for their money. This team does not quit, all right? So if you're expecting the Saints to come out here, blow these guys out, it would surprise me. I mean, it is the NFL. Things happen, but I would be highly surprised if the Saints blow this team out. This is going to be a close game, but I do have the Saints winning this Week 5 matchup versus the Chargers as they go into their bye week. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, Michael Thomas will come back close to 100%. I mean, head clear, you know, like both focused, and we don't have to worry about any of these issues between him and CJ Gardner-Johnson anymore. But I'm going to take a few questions and statements here. First off, I want to say to Some Zone, thank you very much for the $2. I'll be pissed if they don't use us tonight. Yeah, man, the zone defense definitely needs to be used in this game. Take advantage of the linebackers and stuff. I understand they got Hunter Henry out there. You know what I'm saying? He's a really good tight end. I watched him ever since he was at Arkansas. But I think that Demario Davis can line up with him. I think that he can win that matchup, in my honest and humble opinion. But we need to see some zone defense coming from the New Orleans Saints tonight, okay? Tyrell says, did you see that Dak injury? I think we're going to snatch him from Dallas, and it would be like when we got Drew, which was off a horrible injury. The irony would be crazy. Yeah, I did see the injury that Dak Prescott sustained, and man, my prayers go out to Dak Prescott. I never had any issues against Dak Prescott, you know what I'm saying, personally or anything like that. You know, he just plays for a team I don't like. But I've always liked Dak Prescott. You know what I'm saying? I've been watching Dak when he was at Mississippi State. You know, when he took Mississippi State, a middle-of-the-pack SEC team, and had them number one in the nation. You know, so Dak Prescott is one of those guys who has always been a battler. He's always been a guy who was tough. He was a guy that was always determined, man. I think him going back for his last year of college kind of hurt him. I think he should have came out a year before, and maybe he wouldn't have been in the fourth round, you know, but nevertheless, man, I would love to have Dak Prescott as a New Orleans Saint. I think Dak Prescott deserves to go to a team that believes in him, because it's pretty obvious that Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys do not. Mike says, I expect the Saints to do a lot of blitz packaging tonight and mixing the coverage on this young brother. Yeah, I mean, I can see a lot of blitzing, but, well, no, I'll take that back, Mike. I can't see a lot of blitzing. I feel like they'll only be blitzing him because he is a rookie. Dennis Allen don't really dial up the blitz that much. He really don't. He don't dial up the blitz. So I can see like a lot of disguised packages, you know what I'm saying, to throw the guy off. But I don't know, man. But when you start blitzing, you set yourself up for that man-to-man coverage. And all it takes is one of those guys to get smoked like brisket, burnt like a biscuit out there. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if I want to see no blitzing. You know what I'm saying? I really don't. I don't have that type of confidence in the Saints when it comes to that man coverage. When are we going to see Zach Bourne play? Well, if you like special teams, Dalton, then you probably going to see him play, because that's the only place I've seen him all season long, which I really just don't understand, man. I see guys from other teams like get on the field, 4th, 5th round picks. What makes the Saints defense and offense so exotic to a point where these guys can't play? I have not a clue. But hopefully he'll play tonight, and maybe they'll put him in on some type of defensive plays. Who that? Let's get this dub. That's from Mr. Pops 3000. Lattimore better step up against Allen. Ryan, I would expect for Marshawn Lattimore to step up against elite competition. The problem is when he go up against competition that is not elite. Okay, when he sees a guy.
The internet right now. Check your modem or router connection and try again.
Sorry about that. That's my Google Mini. But anyway, the problem is it's not with elite wide receivers. It's with guys that don't really have a name. Okay, so I expect them to be fully focused, and Keenan Allen has his undivided attention. That's the word of the night, undivided attention. But I expect for him to play well, because he's going up against elite competition. Our defense really needs to show out tonight. Well, look, I ain't expected our defense to step up and show out tonight because they haven't shown me anything else. Okay, I feel like this. If I don't have any type of expectations, they can't hurt my feelings. All right. If they go out there and they perform well, then I'm gonna give them a hand clap. I'm gonna be excited about it. I'm gonna be cheering. I'm gonna be saying hooray. But this defense hasn't shown me absolutely nothing to a point where I can just be like, man, they about to go out here and shut the offense down. Now I really don't. Okay. I look for the Saints to be out there. Maybe, bend but don't break on a few plays, but I don't expect this defense to be playing no lights out. I really don't. Sorry. I really dig your analysis, but what do you think of Sean Payton's play calling this season? William, I think it sucks. I think it sucks. I think that Sean Payton is the most stubborn play caller in the NFL. I never seen a guy who go away from things that work the way that Sean Payton does, just so he can run the plays that he wants to play. You cannot put a square peg into a round hole. Okay, it will not fit. Okay, it won't fit. If the game calls for you to throw the football and you're getting success down the field, throw the football. Okay, if they shutting down a run, fine. All right, but when you're running the football and running the football is successful, run the damn football. I mean, it's plain and simple. But a lot of the times the Saints end up losing because Sean Payton beats himself. He beats himself because he wants the grandstand, right? He wants the grandstand out there. He wants to show everybody how great he is. He wants to be the elite of the elite. He want to be the king of play calling and go out there and be trying to run all these stupid ass plays. Excuse my French, but it's true. He be wanting to run these stupid plays all the time that don't work. Okay, when you should just be running a football. I don't get it. So if you're asking me what I think about his play calling this season, I think it sucks. And I think it sucks because he's so stubborn to a point where he rather, lie on his shield than to go out there, and do something different. That's that's a recipe to get fired. Can you let people know about New Orleans Saints Live if they can't watch the game? Yeah, Trevor. Check out New Orleans Saints Live. No doubt about it, man. Shouts out to New Orleans Saints Live, man. Shouts out to them. And even if you can watch the game, I encourage you to check out New Orleans Saints Live on Facebook, man. Good, solid brother, doing the analysis and stuff like that, man. He playing music after touchdowns. He giving you commercial and, like reporting and stuff like that. What do you think about the game? So New Orleans Saints Live is definitely a place. Like if you're, outside the area, I know this is a primetime game tonight, but you might be in an area on Sunday or, where they don't play the game. New Orleans Saints Live, man, follow that page. Okay. Good, solid content. Love the energy. And I know you'll love it too, man. So check out New Orleans Saints Live. Shouts out to Trevor Wolf. No doubt about it, bro. Casual Dex, what's going on, man? My Canadian friend. Let's send our energies to the Saints like Holy and the Spirit Bomb. Who that? Yeah, Casual. Definitely, man. Positive energy over here. Hopefully the Saints can go ahead and get that W, man. Definitely. I'm going to go ahead right now. I'm going to put the link in the comments. All right. I'm going to take a few video calls. And, if you want to chime in about the game, how you think the game is going to go, I can take a few people before the game start. Okay. Take a few people. Probably ain't gonna be able to take everybody call if too many people call it. But if you want to chime in, tell me what you think about the game. Give me your keys to victory. Feel free to do so. Speaking of which, we got Jerry. What's going on?
What's good, TJ Jones, the host of the State of the Saints podcast.
Yeah, man. What's going on? How you doing?
Doing good, man. Ready for the night, man.
What you think about the game, man? How you think it's going to go?
If all goes well like it did last week against Detroit, I say we're going to be just fine tonight. All we got to do, like you said, run the football, play good defense, throw big bombs down the field, tie that Chargers defense, and make a run on Justin Herbert, because that Saint D got to step up, because this cat is no joke.
Right. Yeah, definitely, man. I think that Justin Herbert is a really good quarterback. As far as with the Saints secondary, man, what do you expect from the Saints secondary tonight? What you want to see from them?
Well, one, I know I'm glad to hear that Lattimore is playing. So that's good news, and I know how much you talk about Marcus Davenport, but he's playing too. And I hope he don't get hurt again, because like you said, the brother was soft.
Yeah.
That's why he been missing games. That's how come that soft.
Because I said soft, so what? I said I spell it. SOFT. Soft.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
You put that video right there for good reason.
Yeah, exactly, man. But hopefully he can do something tonight, though, Jerry. Hopefully he can do something tonight. I see. I'm actually watching the game right now. We got Drew Brees in the huddle, man, getting the team fired up for this game. I think they're ready to play, man. No doubt about it, Jerry. Looking forward to a very good matchup, man. Very good game, and feel free to call back during the post-game show, brother.
Of course, man. Let's go get that win number 3, bro.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Take care, Jerry.
You too, TJ.
All right. Yeah, it's Jerry Porter Jr., man, reporting in. You know what I'm saying? Reporting live. The OG of the State of the Saints podcast, man. Solid brother right there. Reginald, thank you very much for the $4.99, man. Thank you. I really do appreciate that. And thank you to everybody who donates to the State of the Saints podcast, man. Anybody that take a few of their hard-earned dollars, you know what I'm saying, to donate to this show, man, I really do appreciate it, man. Much love to y'all. No doubt about it. You know what I'm saying? It is greatly appreciated, no doubt. And also to everybody that chimes in, even if you don't donate. You know what I'm saying? Thank y'all for the content and the comments and the questions. I appreciate that. Christy says you can also watch the game on the Saints app. Okay, Christy, thank you very much. And also, like Christy, feel free to let people know where they can watch Saints games. You know what I'm saying? Like, let them know. Because a lot of people, they do not know. When Saints games don't come on in the area, they be lost. You know what I'm saying? I know I was that way when I first moved out here to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Of course, this Carolina Panthers country right here. So if the Panthers are on, and the Saints are playing, then can't watch it. So shouts out to New Orleans Saints Live, man. That's how I found out about them. I was able to watch some of the games. So that's clutch right there. So if y'all know any other websites, make sure that y'all let know Who Dat Nation know, because there are some people out there that may not know. Austin said, this is going to be a heck of a game. My grandmother and I both say it's going to be a 14-point spread. Either way, my key for victory is our defense, mainly our secondary and offense are going to really have to work hard. Yeah, it's going to have to be a team effort right here. Offense, defense, special teams. And I really feel like it's going to come down to the mistakes that each team makes. I feel like this is going to be one of those games kind of like the Green Bay Packers game. The first team that made a mistake end up losing the game. Okay, you know what I'm saying? But I think that the Saints can end up coming up victorious, okay? Phil, thank you very much for the $1.99. He says, I want Killer Instinct tonight. Who that? Yeah, man, I need some dogs out there, man. I've said that before. I said it on the last edition of the State of the Saints podcast. I need some dogs. I need some rough riders. You know what I'm saying? I don't need no choir boys out there on the field. You got to go out there. You got to go hard in the paint. You definitely do. That clip from Life. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's definitely That's the clip that we use when we're talking about players, not being up to snuff, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Soft as cottonelle tissue. So, yeah, we definitely use that quite frequently, especially when we talking about Marcus Davenport. I hate to say it, man. I hope the brother proves me wrong. I hope one day somebody telling me, TJ, you eating crow for talking about Davenport. But right now, as much as I like him, and if you've been following the State of the Saints podcast, you already know I defended this brother. But missing games like that, man, I can't defend you, man. Mr. Pops 3000 says, I want to cast it to my TV. All right. Also, Yahoo Sports app. I don't have ESPN. Okay. Yeah, that's a good one. This year, best online. What is this? What is spam? What the hell spam doing up in here? Get lost. And if you ain't spam, then don't make it seem like you are spam. Anyway, Pammy Whammy says, I already read that one. Don't get Herbert on a hot start. Yeah, I think the Saints got to start. First off, the Saints need a 3-and-out. Okay, let's just address the elephant in the room. The Saints need a 3-and-out. All right, I don't think have the Saints forced a 3-and-out on the opening drive this season. I don't think so. So if we can get a 3-and-out, I would really appreciate that. Okay, this is the Saints in a simple game. They should win. Hopefully they do, but man, this is getting annoying. We're not playing till our level. This is not a simple game, Paul. I have to disagree with you on this one, man. The Los Angeles Chargers are a really formidable opponent. I think that people just kind of get things misconstrued because they didn't make the playoffs, and this is a good, solid football team, man, with some dogs on defense. Okay, they can and will get pressure on Drew Brees if the offensive line does not step up. Plain and simple. This is not a simple game for them. I don't want anybody to think that. The Saints can easily lose this football game. Otis Williams, thank you very much for the $5, man. I loved all your albums with the Temptations, man. Keep up the good work, bro. Who that, man? Thank you, Otis. I appreciate that, man. Shouts out to David Ruffin and Paul Williams and Eddie Kendrick and them. You know what I'm saying? Tell them I said what up. GR3 says, also Hendrickson has been our best D lineman. Yeah, man. I mean, Trey Hendrickson is really, really good, man. He plays with a lot of passion, tough guy. Needs to work on his arsenal a tad bit. I think he's the king of the bull rush. I don't think he really has too many skills, man. I think he mastered that bull rush, but when it comes to his hand fighting, he needs some work on that to try to get, that second step, or that first step off on that offensive lineman. I don't think he has that just yet, but he's really strong, man. He's country strong, and man, he will get to the quarterback. No doubt about that. No doubt about that. Yes, they need a 3-and-out for real, bro. If the flags start flying on the field, I am going to bed early. Yeah, man. I just feel like, man, I just feel like, man, the NFL and the referees got something out for the Saints. I often say it's kind of like when a player is dirty. Like when a player dirty and, like you watch him really, really close to make sure nothing happens, and just the littlest thing that he does is like it garners a flag. That's the way I feel like with the Saints. Like the narrative is that the secondary holds every time the ball is in the air. And now it's like referees just look to throw the flag, and it's almost like comical at this point. But you look at other teams as they play, I mean, same type of technique here, and they don't get the flag. So I'm just wondering, man, like, is it because the NFL and the referees, already got this narrative about the Saints, so they just watch them real closely? I don't know. ESPN fans pick at 88% Saints. Man, we better win. Well, they had the Saints winning at a high percentage against the Raiders, and that didn't happen. So, look, you play between the lines. I don't care about analytics. I don't care about who said what, who did what. I don't care about that stuff, okay? What I care about is them winning the game. That's why I care about victories. You know what I'm saying? You do that by playing disciplined football. But ladies and gentlemen, the game is about to start. I will give you all a halftime report immediately following the first half. And, of course, we already know the State of the Saints podcast post-game show will take place immediately following the game. So hope that you all have a good time. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy the game. Hopefully nobody have to reach for their blood pressure medication. Hopefully nobody has to buy a new television set. And let's cheer our team to victory. This is TJ Jones, the host of the State of the Saints podcast. And all I got to say is, who dat?